Admissions in higher ed is stuck. Outdated tools and rigid processes slow institutions down, making it harder to truly connect with today's students. But Brittany at the College of Albemarle shows there's a better way.
At College of the Albemarle, we're always looking for new ways to better serve our students. Let's face it, though, life doesn't always fit into a 9-to-5 schedule. That's why we've been so excited about the AI tools we get to use through our CRM, Element 451. This makes connecting to COA easier than ever. We're working on Bolt AI Assistance, Bolt Discovery, and these are tools designed to give students access to COA resources and information anytime, day or night. Got a question about admissions? Need help exploring programs? Looking for resources? These tools are like having COA staff at your fingertips, ready to help whenever it's convenient for you.
Your prospective students get the info they need when they need it, and your team saves time. Visit element451.com to see how AI can help you simplify your admissions process to stay focused on what really matters, your students. Welcome to The Application, a podcast focused on actionable takeaways to help you level up your marketing and enrollment management game. I'm your host, Dr. Allison Tercio, Assistant Vice President of Enrollment and Marketing at Siena College. Join me every Tuesday for discussions with some of the best minds in higher ed marketing and enrollment management. The Application is part of the Enrollify Network, a robust collection of podcasts designed to help higher ed professionals like you grow. Explore our other shows at enrollify.org or check out some of my personal faves linked in the show notes below. Enrollify is made possible by Element 451, the leading AI-powered all-in-one student engagement platform, helping institutions create meaningful, personalized, and engaging interactions with students. Learn more at element451.com. Welcome to the final episode of the Application's special mini-series, AI for Yield Season. If you've been with me from the start, we've covered a lot: how AI can help you streamline your work, personalize outreach at scale, and create better content faster. But here's the big question. How do you know if any of this is actually working? So today we're talking about tracking success, because using AI is great, but if we're not measuring what works and what doesn't, we are not using it to its full power. So we're going to walk through key metrics to consider tracking in your yield marketing, how AI can help you analyze success and refine outreach, how we can use AI to set up and run A/B tests, as well as multivariate testing, and most importantly, how we can adjust our strategy based on what we're learning. So before we dive into AI-powered tracking, let's set a baseline. What does success look like? Depending on your role, whether you're an enrollment marketer, an admissions counselor, a VP, you might care about different things. And this could also change based on your specific institution's goals and strategies. But here are some key metrics and numbers that you might consider thinking about and tracking. Email metrics. Open rates are not as helpful, although you can still look at them relative to each other, especially when it's the same audience. But click-through rates and response rates, they need our attention so we can answer questions like, are students actually engaging with our content? Ad performance, which social or search ads are driving inquiries and deposits? Are students clicking but not converting? Event attendance, did our admitted students sign up? Did we get increase of signups after personalized outreach? Deposit trends, are admitted students who received AI personalized messaging depositing at a higher rate? Engagement, are students interacting with your chatbot, video content, or social media campaigns? So here's an example. Let's say you send 2 deposit reminder emails, one written entirely by you, one AI assisted. And maybe what you've done is one of the examples we've used from a previous episode. Maybe what you've done is, to a specific audience, you have taken the one written entirely by you and you have had AI tailor it to a specific segment. You can look at whether or not the AI assisted version or your version has a higher click-through rate. That would be a strong signal about if how you're prompting AI and how you're using AI as a helper is effective in helping you craft more engaging content. So tracking these kinds of metrics is not about AI replacing your instincts, but using data to back up what's working and refine what's not. The most essential thing here is define those goals for each email, landing page, social media post, campaign, initiative, whatever it is up front, because you need to know how you're going to be measuring the success so you can put the right measurement plan in place. Otherwise, you won't have tracked the data you need to be able to understand that. Let's talk about how we can use AI to analyze performance. So we've identified some metrics, and you're going to take some time to identify what the metrics would be for you. Now, how can AI help? Instead of manually sorting through email open rates and ad analytics and student responses, these are things AI can help analyze for you. They can analyze trends, helping you make faster and smarter decisions. So here's 3 ways AI can help us analyze success. It can analyze email and chatbot responses to gauge student sentiment. Are students responding positively to your outreach, or are they expressing hesitation? Here's a good example. If you run a chatbot for admitted students, you can track which concerns are coming up the most. Is it housing, financial aid, cost? You can tailor your next round of outreach. Second example, AI can assess past data to predict which admitted students are most likely to deposit, allowing you to prioritize your outreach. Now, many of us have tools like this already, but AI can help you if you have data on students. And I would say when you're loading any of this data and you want to de-identify the data, we don't want to be loading any kind of personal information up. That would probably go against any of your data policies at your school. It might flag, for instance, if you do this, students who visit campus twice are 70% more likely to deposit. Knowing that, you could focus on encouraging a second visit for students who are still deciding. Third one, AI can analyze past emails to tell you which phrases, CTAs, formats, messages drive the most engagement. So you can say, analyze our last 10 email subject lines, which ones had the highest open rates and what do they have in common? Or a better one, since that one's focused on open rates, let's say analyze our last CTAs, the CTAs in our last 10 emails, which ones had the highest click-through rate, right? This is a way to uncover insights that help us fine-tune our messaging instead of guessing what's working. And then I'd say this is the type of insight to share widely. Like if you're the marketer in charge of the chatbot and you're learning what's top of mind for students, like what those biggest worries are, the admissions team needs to know so they can bring it up to students and have content on that topic at the ready. The social media team needs to know so they're producing content on those topics. Now let's talk about ways we can set up some tests. Like AI can help us set up tests. How can we use AI to run A/B tests? An A/B test is when you send out 2 different versions or you put out 2 different versions of something. Could be an email, subject line, ad copy, landing page copy, social post to see what performs better. Here's how AI can help set up A/B tests efficiently. Brainstorm different subject lines if you're going to test your subject line. Generate 2 subject line variations for a deposit reminder email. One with urgency, one with a success story. Then test both those versions and find out what performs better. You can test ad copy. Run 2 Facebook or Instagram ads with slightly different CTAs, and you can get ideas for what those CTAs could be from AI. You can send a highly personalized email to one group and a generic email to another. We talked about this a little bit earlier. And if that personalization leads to a higher response, you'll know the AI-assisted segmentation is worth investing more time in. So we can let AI assist us in generating those variations and those ideas for what we're going to put up against each other in our A/B tests and save time. We can also apply this to multivariate testing. So this is when you're testing different combinations of subject lines, images, and CTAs, copy, to see which mix performs best. And where AI can help you here is giving you ideas, again, on those different pieces. Which subject lines, CTAs, images, copy, so that you don't have to come up with what feels like limitless content blocks on your own, right? So an example would be you would test subject line A plus CTA A plus image A, but then maybe you're doing subject line B CTA B, image B, or maybe a mix, subject line A, CTA B, image C. You can see where this is going. It's much more complex, but it can give richer insights into how different factors interact to influence engagement. And that is data that you could use AI to assist you in analyzing it. Now that you're tracking and testing, the next step is adjusting based on what the data tells you. If AI generated content leads to higher engagement, you're going to use it more often, but we know to always keep it human and personal. If a particular email or ad flops, you can ask AI to analyze why and generate new versions to try. If you're getting strong engagement from certain segments, STEM, first gen, out of state, local, specific majors, legacy students, tailor more content to their needs. The goal here isn't to let AI replace strategy, it's to use AI to refine and improve what we're already doing well. So thanks for tuning in to the final part of our AI for Yield Season mini-series. I hope this has given you practical ways to work smarter, not harder this season. If you've used AI in an interesting way in our field, I'd love to hear about it. Please send me a message. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to this podcast and my newsletter at AllisonTercio.com for more insights on how to optimize enrollment marketing in an AI-driven world. See you next time. The application is part of the Enrollify Podcast Network. If you like this podcast, chances are you'll like other Enrollify shows too. Our podcast network is growing by the month, and we've got a plethora of marketing, enrollment, and higher ed tech shows that are jam-packed with stories, ideas, and frameworks, all designed to empower you to be a better higher ed professional. Our shows help higher ed marketers and admissions professionals find their next big idea, and they feature a selection of the industry's best as your hosts. Learn from Jamie Hunt, Seth Odell, Day Kibbolds, Jeremy Tears, and so many other of your favorite higher ed leaders. Enrollify is made possible by Element 451, the leading AI-powered all-in-one student engagement platform, helping institutions create meaningful, personalized, and engaging interactions with students. Learn more at element451.com.